The importance of self-care for human service professionals and caregivers. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super close to my heart: self-care for caregivers. If you're in human services or a caregiver, you might think your job is all about giving to others. But guess what? You can't pour from an empty cup. In this video, I want to chat about why taking care of yourself isn't just a nice to have, but a must-have if you truly want to provide the best care to those you support. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about what caregiving really looks like. Caregivers come in many forms: healthcare workers, social workers, family members looking after loved ones, you name it. You all take on responsibilities that can be incredibly rewarding, but also quite challenging. Whether it's dealing with emotional needs, managing daily tasks, or sometimes just being a listening ear, the work can get heavy. But it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Many caregivers face emotional strain, physical exhaustion, and don't forget about those time constraints that can make you feel like you're racing against the clock. There's a lot to juggle, and it can leave you feeling utterly spent. So with all that said, what exactly is self-care? Well, self-care is all about taking time to nurture yourself and recharge your batteries. It can be broken down into some different categories: physical, emotional, mental, and even spiritual self-care. Physical self-care might mean getting enough sleep or having a nutritious meal, while emotional self-care could look like talking to friends or journaling your feelings. Mental self-care often involves finding time to relax your mind, like reading a good book or watching your favorite show. And let's not forget about spiritual self-care, whether that's meditation, prayer, or simply connecting with nature. Having a good self-care routine helps to maintain your well-being and enhances your ability to support others effectively. Now, let's get real about what happens if you ignore self-care. In the short term, you might feel more stressed, overwhelmed, or even resentful towards your caregiving duties. When you're stretched too thin, it's easy to drop the ball on providing quality care, and that's a recipe for burnout. Speaking of burnout, that's a serious long-term consequence of neglecting self-care. Caregivers can face chronic stress and fatigue that can lead to serious health issues like anxiety, depression, or even physical illnesses. Did you know studies show that caregivers who practice active self-care are less likely to experience burnout? It's true. Prioritizing your well-being helps you stay resilient and healthier. All right, let's shift gears. How can you implement self-care into your busy life? Here are some practical tips to get you started. First off, set boundaries. Know when to say no and carve out time just for you. Time management is also key. Try